We know when we have a bad show, and we try to rectify the problem, you know?
Yeah.
You are a cutter, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm a cutter.
I
get depressed, I start cutting. Yeah, you really were, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a twisted thing to do.
Have we talked about that on the air?
I don't know. Not
Yeah.
recently. I don't know.
Yeah, Norton's forearms look like a road map.
Yeah, I'm a disaster.
They're brutal. The best one you have is near the jugular.
Can you still see that? I don't think you see it now.
Yes.
I think I swiped at that once, very kind of insincerely when I was young. I was just sliced my jugular.
You're a completely different entity from what you were as a younger man.
Yeah, I quit drinking when I was 18. I'm sober since I've almost half my life.
It was the booze that was doing all that?
And the drugs, yeah.
How do you figure at 18 to stop drinking booze? I don't get that, because I was just starting to get into all the drugs and the alcohol at that point, going, wow, look at what this one could do.
I think I was a sex addict from the age of, which is I still am, but I think from the years of like second grade. I'm not exaggerating. I was sexually active. Never with an adult, though. You know, unlucky little fella.
No, man. You know what?
So that addiction was always there.
If you're going to bring the subject up, I got to say something had to happen to you.
I
had to.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You are a cute little boy.
Oh, I've seen photos. I want to molest myself.
Dude.
Blonde hair, eager, doe-eyed.
I blew up a young picture of you, and I put it in a paper bag in the toilet stall. Crinkle, crinkle.
Because I've seen your act a lot, as you know. We travel, and I mean, some of the stuff you talk about, I'm like, you have to have first-person knowledge as far as some of this stuff goes.
I don't know.
What was your first, any way whatsoever, sexual experience?
It might have been, it was either getting blown and blowing one of my little friends when I was like in second grade, or like
Wait, did I just hear right?
Oh, yeah, when I was I was in second grade with little boys, you jerk, yeah.
Wait. You and another little boy went down on each other.
Absolutely.
It was called Monster.
Okay, that's it, Opie.
It was called Monster Rain.
Oh, yeah, when I was probably in second, that stuff happened when I was in like second grade.
Hold on, you make it too easy, because I've been keeping a notepad since we've been off the air, right?
Yeah.
And I was at the Montreal Comedy Fest, again, the quantum leaping all over the place. And I went to Montreal, and all our pals are up there doing their thing, Voss and whatever, everybody. And Norton was doing this showcase. It was the Dirty Show or something?
No, it was Jeff Singer put on a show called Confessing It.
It was hilarious.
You tell a true story, and I told a true story.
So I'm sitting in the audience listening to Norton admit to all these Canadians that he used to play a game called Monster Rain when he was a kid.
Monster Rain?
So I quickly got a Sharpie, wrote it right on my palm, making sure that the ink wouldn't like fade out anytime soon.
Monster Rain?
What, you want to explain Monster? I thought you wouldn't confess this on the air.
Who cares? I was in second grade.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to take us an hour to get this story out.
Please, no, I don't give a shit. I was in second grade, and my friend and I don't even remember his name, would play this game where we would pretend that it was raining Monster Rain, and we would go under a porch and blow each other. I don't remember how it happened, why there was Monster Rain involved.
That was like a code word.
I honestly don't remember where it came from.
Let's play Monster Rain.
Monster Rain.
And you run under the porch.
And and it would it's all very vague memories.
Wait, but that's...
At that age, would it end in any way?
No,
or
I don't even think I got a rod. I didn't know.
Wait, that's second grade?
Yes, I know all that because that was in Edison. I moved to North Brunswick a Halloween of 4th grade, which was obviously the beginning of the school year in 4th grade. So that stuff happened like long before that. I still remember the first girl. I don't remember the first girl I kissed, but I remember the first pornographic pictures I saw. I remember this girl Janice, whose last name I do remember but won't say it. I remember kissing her little lips and putting my face on her ass. That's where I got my ass fetish from.
And how old were you then?
Second or third grade. She was like a year older than me.
He's getting action.
I remember trying to get this girl to sit on my lap, naked, next to some sticker bushes. I'm like, you can either sit on my lap or you can sit on the sticker bushes. And she picked the sticker bushes. You wonder why I have no self-esteem.
This was last night, right?
This was very recently, yeah. She was in 3rd grade, and I pulled up in my Saturn. Help! Mommy's sick! Get in the car. I don't like sticker bushes.
Wow. So that was the first sexual experience in second grade?
I don't remember if it was Janice first. I don't remember.
Would this be very mutual between everybody, or were you sort of a predator back then?
No, I was younger. I was the same age as. But it wasn't any abuse. There was no like adults involved.
No, I know. I completely understand.
Normal experimentation.
There are kids do things like that. In kindergarten, my first experience whatsoever was in kindergarten, and it was a girl that lived down the street. And we used to go into the shed behind her house, and she would show me her hiney. She was some Dutch girl, and
That's a
she had
lot more normal than Monster Rain, though.
Maybe
Yeah.
so, but I also
Dude, I didn't even know.
I had no clue, by the way. But this was kindergarten. Where to take that? You show an ass, you get a little tingle and stuff, looking at a girl's ass. But where you go from there, I didn't have a clue. I wouldn't know to play Monster Rain.
I was such a late bloomer. I had no idea what my stuff did until I was 12. I'm not even kidding.
Oh no!
I got the famous movies in grammar school. We've talked about this on past shows.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you go to you go to grammar school thinking it's just going to be another regular day at school. You got
Another
the
day
little
of arts and crafts and milk and cookies.
climbing the ropes in gym class and learn a little fake history.
Sure.
And next thing you know, they're separating the boys from the girls, and the gym. You go to the gym and they had the big door up. Remember
the big separating door between
door
the
that
girls and
separated
boys?
the gym,
Yeah.
and next thing you know, you're in a room filled with guys, and then the girls are on the other side, and you're like, uh-oh. And then they showed you the film.
John is noticing he's growing hair in areas we didn't have hair before. He's interested in girls. Love
That
those
film.
films.
So
They were hot.
I saw that.
Hygiene is important at this time.
Yeah.
So is setting your alarm clock so you can get up even if a fire alarm goes off in your apartment building.
And so we saw the film, and my life, obviously like everyone else's, my life changed. Like, oh, screw this, playing baseball after school every day. But then it was obvious that the teachers told the parents that they're showing the film.
Oh, because you're supposed to work with them when they get home.
When
right?
they get home. So I think they even said something like, if you have any questions about the film you saw, we did tell your parents to expect some questions from you guys today.
From Junior when he comes home.
So this is a true story. I went home, and I climbed up into my apple tree, and I wouldn't come down all afternoon. And there's my dad at the bottom of the tree, convincing me to come down so we could talk about this.
Why
sex
did
stuff.
you climb an apple tree in horror?
Jesus.
Because I just didn't want to hear my dad talking about sex.
Oh,
Simple as that.
What a shock! A shy boy named Opie climbing an apple tree.
Climbing the tree.
Oh, it was ridiculous. And then
His dad in the sheriff's suit standing below. Now, come on down from that tree, Opie.
I don't know. I'll get the ladder, Ange. Yeah. And then I remember staying up there all day, and he finally convinced me to come down. He sits me in the living room. I remember this like it was yesterday.
Oh boy,
the
this
next
is
thing
a nightmare.
he's like, "Don't worry, it'll be okay." And all of a sudden he's like,
when me and your mother.
"No!" And then he's explaining what mom's poo-ha does.
No, stop it!
And what mom's boobies do. And I'm just horrified.
Yeah, that's traumatic.
And then I was asking
That's to just learn it on the street.
and then I was asking
serious.
I was asking what the back door does, if that has anything to do with it.
You asked your father
You
what
asked
the back
if your
door-
mother spoke Greek.
I don't know. Your mother hasn't given that up yet.
Does mommy give Greek lessons?
Well, because I think that was the day I sort of learned that there was more than one down there. I didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
all
well,
right.
you wouldn't know. You
All
wouldn't
right,
be
so
familiar
like,
with the
all right.
female anatomy.
So there's a second one down there. What does that do?
Yeah,
Yeah, you wouldn't be familiar with the female anatomy. As
Oh,
a matter of
dude.
fact, I think in first grade, I believed that in order to make babies, you had to do it in the girl's back door. That's what I thought.
No, you only do that if you want a doggy. That old gag.
Doggy style.
Ba-dum.
Yeah, it was horrifying though. When they'd show you that film, and then you go home and I didn't. My father wasn't living with us, so it was
Who had to tell you?
Mom didn't even bother. She didn't even bother trying to discuss this. I learned it on the street. I learned it like through second, third, fourth. By fourth grade, I knew everything.
you learned it in a tree fort.
In a tree fort
Yeah,
with
he
a
was-
young man named Richard.
See, that was the
We
difference.
played Monster Rain. Monster Rain. That is the best.
You gave that up way too easy.
I didn't care.
I'm talking about the story, but you also gave it up too easy when you were in second
Well, I
grade.
didn't, how I used to get that same girl Julie to sit on my face because she would wet her pants all the time. I liked the way it smelled.
Oh my God! See, this is where it comes from.
That's true.
Do you think you were touched as a kid?
That's the point I'm making. If not, I should have
You
been.
just don't know.
I almost hope so. That would explain a lot. God, I hope I didn't develop all this oddness on my own.
Would
But
you
then
ever
again,
would you ever do hypnosis or anything?
I've tried hypnosis, But it didn't. I can't. They actually tried to hypnotize me recently on Tough Crowd, but I'm very difficult to hypnotize because I can't relax.
Woke up from the hypnosis with his pants undone.
Yeah.
Hey, could you speak, Anthony? You ass. Woke up from the hypnosis. Sorry, I didn't get much sleep. The alarm went off last night in my house.
You know, my sister's gonna kill me, but I have to tell another story.
Uh-oh. Involves your sister?
Yeah, this is a classic.
Talk slow.
This is a Stop, dude! Don't touch your stuff while I'm talking about my sister.
I'm not. I'm just. I had an itch.
Doesn't involve Monster or Rain, does it?
See, something else the listeners need to know. Jim touches himself throughout the whole show.
Oh, yeah. When he starts hearing something hot, he grabs himself and goes like, oh.
Is there any way we could build a counter
it's a new
higher?
show, by the way, Monster Rain Garage.
Is there any way we could build a counter higher around Norton?
Dumb listeners say that.
You know, do you remember back in the NEW days, too? Jim would actually take it out. I mean, you...
Did you really?
Never. No, never was just guys in the room.
No,
never.
well, but you had it out.
Unless you said Monster Rain.
No, Dice warned me about that.
Maybe.
Dice warned me and said there are times that Norton gets so turned on he will take it out in front of other guys and start whacking. Is that true or not?
I don't know if he said that, but it's not true that I would do it. I'm believe me, I would tell you.
Shut
There was
up.
one
I've
time.
seen your
Listen to
dick.
me.
You had
there
it
were,
out.
There were times when chicks were in studio, and they're like, there was Montana Gunn and another chick, and they would have drank out of the mule, but Steve was filming, and I'm like, no, I wouldn't take it out.
Not
They
on
just rub it
camera.
through the yeah.
You shy boy.
I know.
Yeah, but you know when the show gets sexy at times.
Yeah, I'm a pervert. So
Yeah, I'm
all
still
sudden-
waiting for that to happen.
I know, no
yeah.
S. It
Well,
might,
we got the gay out today.
no, it might happen today. Actually, we got a couple escorts coming in.
A couple goers, yeah.
Yeah, a couple goers. So
Great.
when the show goes down that sexy road, all of a sudden Norton will try to get your attention and pretty much go look.
Oh yeah, I'll point at my
Yeah.
lump. Yeah, of course.
And he does it to everybody. Like,
Yeah.
look what I'm packing right now. I don't. Why do you need to show other guys that
Only
you're packing?
because he gets absolutely disgusted.
Oh,
He's like,
I
oh!
You pulled your bag out in bars.
One
Just
time I
your
did that
bag.
for a laugh, but
Yeah.
I was rubbing it against a girl's leg.
Yeah.
That was at the Long Island event. I was
Yep.
talking to this chick. That was to make you guys laugh, though. I pulled my bag out, and I'm standing next to her, and I'm pushing it and my helmet against her leg while I'm talking. She had jeans on. I'm like, yeah, and I'm like pointing, like, look, and my helmet's against her
You
jeans.
ever pull your bag out and zip up your pants and try to convince the girl, not hard, and try to convince the girl that you got gum stuck on your pants?
No, I didn't ever do that. Why would I?
I was trying to go for a laugh and bombed horribly.
I didn't mean to be so literal. I'm sorry.
Sometimes I do try to be funny.
No, but I thought you were doing like a thing that guys do.
Actually, some guys do. Actually, some guys do that. Someone told me about that one. Whatever. Where were we?
Did you get a tingle in your stomach when it would be like, hey, you want to... Monster Rain's
See,
coming.
I honestly don't remember. I don't even think I got a rod, to be honest with you. I don't remember. I don't think I got a rod.
That
or
is the
understood it.
weirdest story, man.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Monster Rain. You got to make up a word for it because it would sound funny. Hey, you want to give each other a head?
I didn't think we knew the term. I was too young to know the term. I knew it was wrong.
How
or
did you
naughty.
know it was something you did?
I tell you one
Like,
thing.
how did you even know to put your mouth there?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Maybe he was...
My age, though, so it's like, unless something
maybe
happens in
something
his
happened
life.
to him.
But I remember that.
How do you know that?
Why are you pointing at me when you're saying maybe he?
No, I meant he being the other guy
Yes.
involved in Monster
Oh,
Rain.
all right. Well,
no, that
and
wasn't
it was
you.
only
How about
two
you
other
point-
guys here.
How about
There's-
you point near the
I'll
window?
point out the
'cause
window.
That's where the guy is.
I'll point at
Somewhere
your
out
Making
there.
Mike.
Yeah,
Who's
no,
in the
not
studio
Jamaican
for
Mike.
with that.
That would have been monster murder. But no, I remember
A
the
young
first.
boy choked to death today on the report.
That's right. He was found with his teeth gone and curry in his lap.
Wow.
When I was a kid, I remember the first pornographic picture was two guys with mutton chops and a girl in between them. I'll never forget this. And she's laying back. One guy's having sex with her, and one guy's got his mule in her mouth, like her head is back hanging over. So maybe that's how I knew. I don't remember, but I still remember that like it was
Must
yesterday.
have just looked like Chewbacca down there, too, right?
Don't remember. I just remember the guy's mutton chops and her mouth on his mule.
That is
Wow.
wild. So that was the code to get some action Monster Rain.
Yeah, I don't even remember if I made it up.
Imagine Jim going to his mom. Mom, going outside to play Monster Rain. Okay,
Monster
Jimmy,
Rain.
have fun.
So Monster Rain, if the rain hit you, something bad would happen. So you'd have to get out of the rain, right? Is that the gimmick?
I
So you
think
had to.
so,
So
but-
you had to take the potion.
That makes sense. Yeah, drink out of this. It's an antidote for Monster Rain. I need the antidote.
So want the monster to get you? Swallow it all.
I mean, in hindsight, knowing what I know now, snake bite probably would have been a more appropriate name for that game.
Snake.
Help! I'm here. The doctor's here.
Wow, what a sick, twisted little.
That's classic.
Little